Hey, you finally answered. So you're missing work for a funeral? Just make sure to get your work documents sorted out before you take any time off. If you keep prioritizing taking days off, you might just get yourself fired.
Right now, most of the employees are attending Mr. Shibata's funeral.
What?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I work at Tokimeki Logistics. Hello?
Hey, you finally answered. So you're missing work for a funeral? Just make sure you get your work documents sorted out before you take any time off. If you keep prioritizing taking days off, you might just get yourself fired.
Right now, most of the employees are attending Mr. Shibata's funeral.
What? I wasn't informed about that.
We did contact you, but since you were on a business trip far away, we only sent one notification and couldn't follow up.
Good grief. Now my reputation is going to take a hit because of this. Well, whatever. Just leave the business negotiations to me.
Got it. I appreciate it. And so the funeral proceeded solemnly.
I can't believe Mr. Shibata is gone so suddenly. What are we supposed to do now?
If I remember correctly, Mr. Shibata asked you, Mr. Shimada, the Vice CEO, to take the lead, am I right?
Yeah, he did say that. But this happened so suddenly. I don't have the same kind of strong leadership that he had.
He was such a brilliant person. Is there even anyone like that in this world?
It's okay. My father used to say this all the time. A company should grow through the cooperation of everyone. Let's unite and work together from here on out. Rather than putting everything on one leader, let's all take initiative and act like we're in charge.
Nyawa.
But still, there's one big issue with that plan, right?
You're talking about Tanji, huh?
I'm sure he'll push for full automation in logistics.
Mr. Shibata was leaning toward that as well.
With the company at its current size, that would be a huge stretch.
There's no point worrying about hypotheticals. Let's hear Tanji's thoughts first and then figure out the next step.
You're totally right. If you're keeping such a positive vibe, I can't just sit here feeling sorry for myself.
Let's all do our best.
And so, after the funeral ended, the employees returned to work. Everyone, please listen. Now that Mr. Shibata is gone, this is exactly the time for us to unite and push forward with his long-cherished goal of fully automating our logistics operations.
Tanji, about that. During the funeral period, we all discussed it, and we came to the conclusion that full automation is still premature at this stage.
Are you saying we should ignore Mr. Shibata's wishes? Tanji, please calm down. From what Noah told us, Mr. Shibata was only considering full automation as a long-term goal. He never intended to implement it at our current scale. But we need a big goal to strive for. And I will take the lead in guiding everyone toward that goal. But... I've already compiled a list of business partners for negotiations on full automation. So let's all do our best to make this plan a reality.
Tanji, we should proceed carefully rather than forcing this through. Full automation requires a large budget. If we make a mistake, the company could collapse.
Don't worry about it. If it succeeds, it'll be a huge breakthrough.
So should we give it a try?
I think it's risky, though. Mr. Shibata's full automation plan had begun to take shape, but...
Tanji, the drone delivery test failed, damaging the products. We've received a compensation claim. Not only that, I've heard that multiple experiments have ended in failure.
But... Well, failure is always part of innovation.
We've also been using budgets from other departments. If we allocate any more, it could threaten the company's survival. At this point, all we can do is see this as a learning experience and valuable data collection.
But if we give up now... That's enough, Tanji. Stop using Mr. Shibata's name to push your own ideals. Well, what? That's not what I'm doing. How dare you say that? Keiichi is right. It's becoming impossible to keep following you, Tanji. Mr. Shibata never forced people to sacrifice themselves, just to push things forward.
Kazuki is right, Tanji, at this point.
But...
Hey, Tanji! Please don't destroy everything my father built any further. I'm begging you.
Noah,
If you keep pushing, you won't be able to take responsibility for what happens next. It'll be too late to change things.
I understand. Then, can we at least continue as much as possible without allocating all our resources?
Tanji, that's not the point.
Excuse me.
Yes? And you are?
Yes, my name is Takuo Shibata.
Shibata?
Oh, wait a minute. Are you by any chance?
Yes, I am Yukio Shibata's younger brother.
What? Mr. Shibata had a brother?
I apologize for not attending the funeral. I was overseas for work. It all happened so suddenly.
I heard you and your brother didn't get along.
That's correct. The last time I saw him was last month, at the hospital.
Last month, my father collapsed so suddenly. At that time, I thought everything would be fine, but...
Well, my brother wasn't exactly the healthiest person, and he was pretty stubborn in his personal life. Noah, you don't need to blame yourself. Anyway, he contacted me last month, asking me to help out with the company.
So, are you saying that Mr. Shibata reached out for help last month? It's almost as if he saw this coming.
Who knows? He was probably just acting on a whim.
You really don't hide the fact that you two weren't close.
I actually turned him down at first, but later I started thinking, if I had helped him back then, maybe things would have been different. If I had supported my workaholic brother even a little, maybe he wouldn't have collapsed so suddenly. Who knows, right? So, I came here today to see if there's still a way I can help.
I see. We'd really appreciate the offer, but the company is in a bit of a complicated situation right now.
Are you referring to the automation project? That person over there looks really set on making it happen.
Hi, I'm Tanji. Determination isn't the issue, it's about carrying out Mr. Shibata's will.
His will, huh? But can you really say for sure what his will was?
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is nobody can truly know what someone else is thinking. Only that person knows their own thoughts. My brother never forced his ideas on others, if it meant causing them harm, right?
Yes, my father always cared about everyone's well-being.
That means he wasn't a dictator. He probably gathered everyone's opinions and used them to decide on a direction. So in other words, Tanji, your approach might seem similar to my brother's, but it's actually completely different.
Is that so?
At this rate, the company's going to collapse.
Would you really say that so bluntly? And who exactly are you?
I work as a consultant. I've seen plenty of companies in my time, and I've seen many cases where someone like you tried to force their leadership style, and ended up ruining the company.
Ruining it, you say?
Right now, Tokimeki Corp isn't just struggling because of you, Tanji. The real problem is that no one has a solid alternative to oppose your plan. And more than that, I don't think anyone here even knows what they truly want to do.
Now that you mention it...
We were too focused on working together smoothly and efficiently.
Anything else? How exactly do you plan to make things run smoothly?
Of course I want to push for automation.
But I feel like there's something else we should be doing.
Then we need to start brainstorming ideas, don't we? I'll take the lead. How about we hold an idea generation meeting?
Hold on a second. Bringing in someone from the outside could cause some issues.
Mr. Shimada, would you mind drafting a contract for me? I'm okay with a compensation structure based on performance. At the very least, you won't face the same money issues as you do with Tanji's strategy, where every move adds to the cost.
Ugh!
I'll have it ready right away.
And so, with the sudden arrival of Mr. Shibata's younger brother, Takuo Shibata, the company's way of doing business took a drastic turn. A few days later. The whole automation discussion has come to a halt because of this brainstorming session. But there's no way some shady consultant can actually make this work.
Thank you all for your ideas. I have reviewed every single one of them.
So, what did you think?
First, let's talk about shutting down physical stores. You suggested switching to electronic transactions to cut costs, correct? Here's a business card from Mr. Nakamaru. the sales manager of a system development company that can help us implement digital services. Can someone start preparing for negotiations with him?
I'll do it.
Next, about the employees currently working in stores. Let's reassign them to customer service roles for digital transactions. We need to sort out that transition first. And then the review of our vehicles before full automation, right? The plan is to switch to more fuel-efficient cars to reduce expenses.
Yes! That's exactly it.
Here's a contract from Doki Doki Motors, Mr. Yoshida.
I'll manage all the setup for the meeting.
Finally, about the drone delivery system. I've heard there were issues, am I correct?
Yes, the company Tanji chose has some issues.
I believe the company I found is a much better option. Can someone prepare for negotiations with them?
Sure.
Keiichi, I can see you're always observing those around you, and trying your best to take action.
Really?
Yes, I imagine your mind is constantly racing. Keiichi, I completely understand that feeling, so whenever you come up with an idea, act on it right away.
Is that really okay?
I heard that you were the one who organized all the different ideas. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
You can't succeed without failing first. I'm looking forward to seeing what you accomplish.
Got it. I'll do my best.
I really appreciate everything you've done.
No. I just helped organize what everyone wanted to do. When you've been consulting for years, you build a lot of connections. Haha. Tanji, now that you've seen how my brother, myself, and you approach things differently, do you understand the key differences?
Yes, I do. I definitely feel the contrast. That being said, if you could just guide me on the method, then I can.
I see your point. Then Tanji, how about leading the factory's experimental automation project? Just remember, don't try to do everything at once. Take it one step at a time.
Got it.
Once we produce results, the conversation will naturally move forward.
I see. If we can achieve results, then... Takuo's support allowed everyone to work at their own pace, focusing on what they could contribute. As a result, the sales and operational efficiency, which had once declined due to the focus on full automation, returned to their original levels. However, Keiichi, can I speak with you for a moment? Jake, it's been a while. What's going on? Actually... Hey, how's it going? Did you read the materials I sent? I'd like to proceed with this plan.
But if we do that...
It's fine. As long as we do it properly, there shouldn't be any problems. Let's get started right away.
Tanji?
What is it? Why are you all gathered here? We received a call from the factory. Tanji, it seems you haven't fully understood what Takuo was explaining. Well, what do you mean? The factory workers are trying to proceed with their tasks without fully understanding your plan. If this continues, there will be serious risks. Well, why don't they understand it?
Because they are against your plan.
Against it? Until now, the factory was working on drone-based delivery. But in your plan, you're also trying to introduce quadrupedal robots, aren't you? Yes. I found an amazing company, so...
And then why did you proceed without consulting anyone?
I thought it would be a nice surprise. New machines suddenly arrived and the entire site is in chaos. I sincerely apologize, but I only had good intentions.
Tanji, no one acts knowing it will cause problems. I told you before, everything needs to be done step by step, not all at once. This means you should really grasp what others are saying before you proceed.
So that's what you meant?
Tanji, think about it. Have any of the business partners I introduced ever done work that didn't align with their expectations? They haven't, right? Being capable doesn't mean you should always jump in. They recognize the importance of collaboration, and too much interference can actually disrupt that process.
I get it now. Yes, I understand. Well, if you had just explained it properly, then I would've... Tanji, do you really think you have the ability to listen? Well, what? How dare you say that? You were informed about the precautions for the quadrupedal robots, weren't you? Do you remember them? Huh?
The storage conditions were poor, and when they were open, they were already damaged. These are high-performance machines. The compensation cost will be astronomical.
We checked with the supplier and they did explain everything to you. Yet you failed to inform the factory workers. This proves beyond a doubt that you weren't collaborating. You were just forcing your decisions onto everyone.
Your ideas weren't wrong, but if your methods are flawed, then they're meaningless. Take this to heart, and moving forward, focus on a different role.
Well, wait! Don't tell me that I'm...
You won't be in management anymore. Instead, I want you to take on a supporting role for someone else. That might give you a chance to truly reflect on yourself.
This can't be. I was trying to carry on Mr. Shibata's vision. After that, Tanji was demoted and forced to pay off part of the compensation while continuing to work. As a member of the HR director's staff, he still found it tough to resist the urge to go off on his own, leading to regular warnings. Eventually, he was assigned to a role with minimal human interaction, and before he knew it, he resigned. No matter where he went, he couldn't fit in. His wife divorced him, and he wasted away into loneliness. Takuo also left the company as soon as things were back on track. Ultimately, he gave back his payment, explaining, "I got my brother's estate. That's more than enough for me."
Keiichi, here! Takuo left you a letter.
Keiichi, I know you can become the new leader.
Me? A leader?
You can do it, Keiichi. I guarantee it.
Noah.
Well, now that it's decided, it's time to take action.
I'm glad to see your smile again, Noah.
Huh? Oh, come on, knock it off. You're making me nervous.
Thanks for watching till the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.